uh, but for that, there has to be a whole conscious effort from all of humanity as a whole, that we want to go in that direction. We want to go in a direction which aligns with nature, because we are aligned with nature. Our bodies are organic and the earth is organic, and we want to go in that direction in everything we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to disturb that.
No.
There has to be an understanding of that sort, and concentrated effort in that direction. And I think music people should take the lead in that and create a thing from the top, because music is the biggest thing.
Oh, yeah, it's big.
Even I mean, even online internet, like music is the biggest number one thing in YouTube, even for the last 15 years. Like the most seen things, videos, everything is
Yeah.
always, so that's where the revolution can happen from, and then obviously that can create a whole wave towards that, like, I mean, there was a wave. Now people started putting back tapes and vinyls, and when people realized that this digital thing was not sounding so good, and
Yeah.
people are releasing that. But in terms of these beats and that things and sounds, there's a whole lot of things to be understood. Frequencies, sound quality, mm, not using machine beats. There's so many things in music which need to be implemented, and things have to go in that direction. So
And
that's
I think,
what my attempt is with my own music, what I make, that I always keep all those factors in mind and give an example for people to you know follow in that kind of way. So yeah.
no, that's it.
Yeah.
Music has a very big power to change the masses'
Yeah.
views, for sure.
Yeah.
Many have come along the way. Look, we have seen many, but I think, like you say, it takes everyone to get on board and
Yeah.
create the change, for sure. But music can be a good driving force, definitely.
And your musicians becoming conscious of that. First, there has to be an education of musicians that this matters, that this is important. It's not just
Yeah,
about this lyric or this melody or this thing. It's not just about that. There is more to this than that. So because a lot of people just think, okay, the words are there and then this thing. And right now with the human voice also, they don't allow the human voice to come out at all. Like they just put the auto tune on it, and then the whole thing becomes like robotic, plastic
yeah,
sounding. Like the vocals, most of the
yeah.
vocals of the things which are popular mass things right now, what kind of vocals they are with the auto tune and all of that, how they sound like.
Tune, yeah,
Do they sound like a human or a machine, or what do they sound like? In fact, if AI makes something, it'll sound exactly like that.
yeah.
You can't even tell the character of different voices or timbres or anything. Once this goes through those, it's all sounds exactly the same. The whole thing. You know,
But
it's
I think also, if we look at music in general, I think we
yeah,
can all agree that it has evolved. I'm not talking about the computer stuff or the diluted stuff we see all over,
yeah,
but the very, like, for my example, I listen a lot to reggae music. I think reggae music has evolved a lot, especially what's coming from the West Coast,
yeah,
USA. West Coast reggae is wonderful. The bands coming out of there, and the, the awareness also that they spread in their
yeah.
message.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's good.
the
In
like,
terms of lyrics,
yeah,
you mean the words and the content,
yeah,
the content. A lot of people are getting aware of that, but I'm just saying, still they're not getting aware of not to use the machine beats or click track, or what
yeah,
kind of guitar sound to use or
yeah,
what not to. These, which are more musical notions for musicians. The
yeah.
thing for actual musicians. That's where the thing has to come in. Like,
But
yeah.
it will come. I'm sure it will come with enough education, like you say,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
educating the
I mean,
masses. All that.
because once you are giving that kind of content and you're using these kind of backing, subliminally, the human being which is listening to it is getting more affected by what is happening behind than
Yeah,
what you are actually saying. Those things are contradictory. They are not coherent with each other. You are saying something else, but something else is going on behind. Do you know what I'm saying? So it does not really groove with
it's
that.
not coherent. So it
Yeah,
has to
so that
become
coherence has
coherent.
to be like,
Yeah,
yeah, you have to have it in the music too, what you are saying. Basically, both have to be in the same ballpark, same
yeah,
direction, same, you know, that thing. So that is again, like from the lawnmowers to the sounds to everything, like it comes down to
yeah,
sounds, right? Like what sounds are useful for humans, and like promoting wellness, you know, of
exactly.
the human body and the whole human experience, so
Because
that
I
is
think,
the
yeah,
yeah,
there's a lot
yeah,
of pollution done by sound.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing that,
That's not talked about that much. It's not a like smoke everyone knows about, but this and this is more important actually in that way. So